rebounding. Oklahoma City +8 and +10 on second chance points. Missed Pajemski shot picked up by J-Dub. He'll take it the other way. Isaiah Joe 3. It's a Pajemski rebound.
You got to move this OKC defense around with some passes and some cuts to try to create angles, just like Brandon did that time. Keep moving and wheeling around and see if you can find something.
It's Santos. A bump by Joe. The drive inside, the fall and the foul.
The rim.
Bro, we had a terrific conversation with Steve Kerr before the game and Mark Daigneault. We'll get to that a little bit later on. What did you take from Steve?
Also, you know, there's an obstacle in the way for them to try to find lineups that work. There's so many different combinations between GP2 and Trace Jackson Davis and non-shooters that they've got to find a little bit better rhythm. That's why he was encouraged about what they did on the road.
Wiggins can't hit. Here come the Warriors, Allie.
And for guys like V, it's about finding the right mentality, which he says the work is constant, staying ready physically and mentally no matter when his number is called. That's kind of the place that the Warriors are in specific to tonight. He said whether it's the first quarter or last, he believes in staying locked in and finishing every play, going after the ball until the very end. Steve even added he loves a guy like V playing him because he just brings the energy, the rebounds, the passing. He said you just feel him when he's out there, and that's what you want from bench guys on down the line. Not to mention with V, the joy he plays with, it's undeniable and something to keep an eye on throughout one like tonight, guys.
Exactly. Nice defense inside again by the Thunder.
Chet.
And here comes Isaiah Joe.
Chet again just covering so much ground with his length and great timing down low. And we'd be remiss, Kevin, if we didn't talk about Jonathan Kuminga and the situation with Golden State. Obviously not playing in this game here tonight.
But he's healthy, I think.
Well, he's not played most of December. They've been healthy since. We know he's had tendonitis, but we also know that January 15th is looming for Mike Dunleavy and the Golden State Warriors to figure out a move where $25 million of your salary is something that you have to contend with. And if you're not playing this player and he's not fitting the system.
Demski's got the ball. Moody, 1 to fire. Whoa. The other way, Wiggins. Hold on, here he comes. Jalen Williams.
Great timing. The outlet pass that got past half court to Wiggins. And again, I guess Cody Williams' brother being here is inspiring Jalen to give him a few highlights to think about.
There's a whistle and a foul. Lost the first 2 games this Warrior team did to Oklahoma City this season by 24 in Oklahoma in November, and here by 20. And Pajemski again.
Brandon had really a solid December coming off the bench. Had the ball in his hands a little less. Shot the ball incredibly well. He split for December. But strange for Pods, he's not shooting as well here at home from 3. He's 10 percentage points less here at home.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, hopefully that rights itself when he starts to have some home games to get excited about from the 3-point line.
Jalen Williams scooping it up. Trace Jackson Davis rebound. Pajemski a fake and he'll feed. Warriors have won 5 of 6 overall. Jackson Davis right into Holmgren.
Late attack there from Pods, and that's what Trace has to do, be aggressive, get to the rim, and Will Richard with the steal.
Here he comes, and there he goes. Timeout.
Yeah, it was a late night. New Year's Eve and all.
6-0 run by the Warriors. Coaching it to play in the first half. Aggressive defense. Spencer on top. Isaiah Joe will dance with him and fire with a 3. It's a rebound by Payton.
Really good defense by the Warriors. You mentioned it, Kev. The quick trap and spreading them out a little bit. Dodged the bullet with the Joe miss.
Golden State shooting 35%. Jackson Davis outside. The ball rotation. Feeding to Hield. It's Richard. A 3. The Look at the aggressive Spencer against the much taller Holmgren. But ultimately, the Thunder dig it out and advance the ball. Joe into Jackson Davis. Lost it inside. 5 turnovers. Richard, open triple.
And then for Golden State, and a big-time 3 to keep the momentum here for the Dubs.
9-0 Golden State run. Williams over Spencer. Jackson Davis rebound. Jackson Davis. Oh, nice knock inside. Holmgren got a hand on it. Turns it over with the deflection. Isaiah Joe. And Chet Holmgren, Defensive Player of the Month in December. Good feed. Joe cuts. What a pass. The big man inside to the cutting Joe.
What a great late pass, Kevin. That ball delivered below the dotted lines from Chet, right on target. And a great finish.
Spencer chiseling. Payton firing. Jackson Davis rebounding. Heel. Spencer. Wallace is in, defending on the play. Another deflection, another turnover. Here comes the galloping Holmgren. What ball skills. Inside, heavily covered. Wow. Jackson Davis picks up the foul. Chet Holmgren at the free throw line for the champion Thunder. Number 6 in block shots.
And the toggle between those positions. To be able to close out on perimeter players, to be able to play against 5 men like Steven Adams or Jokic that get physical down on the inside. He asked for him, and his ability to cover both of those positions, he said, is absolutely unique.
Heel, I love that. Is he an all-star?
I don't know if he is this year, but he's well on his way to multiple times representing the West.
He's a one-man wrecking crew inside. Deflecting balls, grabbing rebounds, feeding players, and on the fly here. That's a rebound right there, and Holmgren does it again. Come on.
Just all over the place.
We must avoid the complacent and relaxed temptation and certainly take advantage.
And Allie, they really do, am I right, feel like they're playing their best basketball of the season right now.
They do. They feel like they're in a great place, not only offensively, but defensively as well. Tonight will be certainly a strong test given the big 3 out. But I do want to give you some context. Their first stretch of road games, Kevin, and this is not light. Their first 20 road games were packed into 72 days. What they're walking into now, their next 21 road games spread out over 102 days.
My goodness, wow. Good math there, by the way, too. I don't know if Bones and I could have figured that out, but I'm glad you're there to compute that. Allie, we thank you. It's a Spencer 3. And a rebound by Holmgren, 9.
Well, the schedule,
Golden State 7 consecutive misses.
The schedule did catch up. They come all the way back from Charlotte, 2-1 on the trip with back-to-back home games. I know this game was a tough one for them, but with ailing players, they're playing the long game. This game was tough for Golden State to get up for, with Draymond Green for sure out. And that Jimmy Butler was really fatigued. So Steve's like, hey, I understand this is going to be a tough game.
Now it's on a 12-0 run. Healed on top. And now Pajemski working here on Casey Wallace and takes it to the rim. Wallace has it and numbers the other way. Caruso in stride. Foul on Hield. BA app. Every vote gives you a chance to win a free trip to NBA All-Star 20. Very seasoned, but it's a different landscape.
The 2 great things that he talked to us about, Kevin, was the idea of watching the confidence grow in this team. Even though they won a championship, I mean, there's still players that want to keep proving that they're improving. And then the second thing he said was giving space for them to be their own team. So many times coaches take the air out of the room by talking to their guys too much. He's letting these guys figure it out.
What a move. Oh, Gilgeous-Alexander. Cutting, driving, little Euro step perhaps. As he takes it in for 2, Pajemski the other way. Horford's on top. Approaching 3 to play in the first half. Spencer. Horford. Caruso. Look at him take that ball out with his defense. Twice he's been on the all-defensive team. And it showed right there. Big time three off the glass and down the hatch. Lou Dort, who has gone 40.